today's video, I'm going to be reviewing the Kärcher K5 Premium Smart Control Home Pressure Washer and talk about why I think this mid-price premium Kärcher K5 is actually one of the best pressure washers worth considering. So first, I just want to make it clear that the model I have is the Premium Smart Home Package. So what this actually means, compared to the Karcher K5 Full Control model, which looks almost identical, is that it comes with the much needed longer hose, as the hose reel on the back of the unit, which makes winding up the hose so much easier, and of course it also has the smart control via the app. I will start by saying I'm not really sure it needs the smart interface at all. It works just fine without the app. However, you will need to pair it to get the manual use of the smart head to adjust the settings and to see them on the LCD display, but you only need to do this the once when you're setting it up. I certainly don't use it myself, but more on this later in the video, as it might just help some people. By the end of this video, you should be able to decide if you think the K5 Premium Smart Control is for you and have a good understanding of how easy it is to set up, how practical it is to use in the real world, and does it really have the power it promises, and finally, whether it's a good idea to invest in the K5 Premium model with Smart Control, or whether the whole smart concept is simply just a gimmick designed to part you from your money. So there's quite a lot of Kärcher models, so I will leave a link in the description if you want to check it out to the specific model I actually purchased below. So when I consider what I get out of it performance wise and those extra features such as the 3-in-1 lance with the LCD screen, the longer 10-metre hose, that extra 2 metres longer than the standard model, and let me tell you, that extra 2 metres makes all the difference when cleaning your car or a large driveway or patio. Something else the premium model also has is the boost mode for extra power too. After upgrading my smaller K2 for the larger Karcher K5 model with smart control, I can honestly say I've never been so impressed by a pressure washer, and I'm glad I did buy this model over the Karcher K4, the Karcher K7 or even the standard K5 model for that matter. Now during my original research I did think that the K7 was much more expensive with not a lot more of upside, and this premium K5 model was quite an improvement on the smaller K4 and also on the standard K5, as it didn't even have the longer 10-metre hose or the built-in hose reel or the smart features. So it's got that longer hose that's 10 metres long, so I can actually reach right around my car, which I think is great. It's got the built-in hose reel already mentioned, excellent way of actually reeling it in, makes it so much easier. It also has the plug-and-play detergent feed, which works well, as well as the K5 having an overall better cleaning performance, which is what really matters at the end of the day. First of all, let me just talk about the specs of the K5 models in general. To give you an idea, I compare it to the smaller model, the K2, but remember, the K5 is about 3 times more expensive. So the pressure, which is measured in bar, is 20 to 145 bar. Now on the K2, it's between 20 and 100 bar, so you do get an extra 45 bar of pressure with the K5 model over the K2. Cleaning performance wise, the K5 will actually do around 40 square metres an hour, whereas the smaller models, the K2, you're looking at around 20 square metres an hour, so twice the cleaning area can be cleaned within the same time. Flow rate, 500 litres an hour for the K5, whereas for the K2 it's only 360 litres an hour. Weight wise, now the first thing I noticed about the K5 when I got it was how heavy it was compared to the K2. Now to give you an idea, the K2 weighs around 4 kilos, whereas the K5 actually weighs just under 14 kilos in total, so there's quite a weight difference there. Obviously this is made easier to move around because it does have an extendable handle that pulls up, and you also have the wheels on the side of the machine, so moving it around, even though it is quite heavy, it's actually very easy to do. So when it comes to assembly, there are a few parts to attach, so it does come with instructions and it's not difficult to do, but it's worth noting that although I didn't realise this when I first got mine, if you install the app first before putting it together, it guides you through putting everything together correctly on the app with nice colour pictures, so that's something to know. I actually assembled all the parts first before installing the app, which basically consisted of attaching the hose to the lance, pushing the end of the hose connection into place until it clicks. Now this did take me a few attempts, as you do have to align it up in a certain way, but I got there after a couple of tries. And next I attached the wheels. These slide on and then you insert 2 screws just underneath to hold them in place. I also attached the netting that holds the cable when it's stored away. I did find this to be a tad bit small, and it takes a little effort to get it all in there, to get the cables actually stored behind the netting. Next I attach the front compartments that holds the lances. This slides on and then you simply use 2 screws to screw it in place. Then I attach the bottom section. Important note here, slide the bottom section in place and then slide the 2 plastic dowels underneath that hold it in place. Then insert the 2 screws into the plastic dowels. Finally, attach the handle and the front section as shown here, and it's ready to use. Once that's done, you need to then connect the app to the pressure washer if you've not already done this. Following the instructions was fairly simple, and once it's connected, it's ready to use. Now once it's set up, you can simply forget about the app if you wanted. After all, who uses their smartphone while they're actually jet washing down their car or cleaning the driveway? Now the only half useful thing you can do with the app is select what you're going to clean. For example, you can choose the drive, you can choose a car, you can choose furniture, and it will set the lamps to the correct pressure as well as tell you the best cleaning method. So for example, if you select a driveway, it would set the pressure to high. For furniture, it might set the pressure to a lower setting. It also shows the correct lance type to choose, so whether it's the fan lance, whether you use the dirt blaster, and on the app it also shows you the method of cleaning in which is best to actually cleaning a driveway or cleaning a car. That's it really. I got by just fine with a little common sense, as most people have done for the past 20 years before smartphones were even a thing. So it's worth noting, it's not actually regulating the pressure in the lance itself, like you do with some models when you twist the end of the lance. It's actually being regulated in the main unit. So you build it, you connect the app. Now all you need to do is connect your hose using a hose lock style connection and turn it on. Let it prime for a couple of minutes and it's ready to use. I've been using this pressure washer for a while now and I've been so impressed by it. I love that you only need one lance. You simply twist the end of the lance to switch between the different lance settings. You have the fan setting, which I use the most, great for general cleaning, perfect for cleaning the car, garden furniture and even cleaning off the patio. Then you have the dirt blaster. This is amazingly powerful, especially on this model. To be fair, I found it to be powerful on the K2 model, but on the K5 it does seem to take it to another level. It would literally rip your face off, I can say that now. I have used it to blast through thick moss, hard to remove, black embedded dirt and stains. I even use it to cut the weeds off on the driveway. It's that powerful. Just don't use it on your car, as I'm sure it would start to strip the paint off too. Finally, you have the settings to apply chemicals such as car shampoo, driveway detergents. It's basically mixing detergent with the water at a low pressure. Even in this mode, you can still alter the pressure, so you can control how much detergent is mixed in the water. Now the Karcher Premium Home model I purchased came with the stone and paving cleaner, which I think works well. Now on most other models, you have a suction tube, but I quite like the new plug and play system that Karcher have designed. You simply insert the detergent bottle upside down in the pressure washer and it's ready to use. You just switch the lance to detergent mode and it's ready to go. I also purchased the Karcher shampoo from a local B&Q store, but I didn't rate it, so I wouldn't really recommend it. Now another feature only the premium version has is the boost mode, which gives you an extra 15 bar, and I will say you do really notice the extra power. Now, something I have not mentioned yet is the Surface Cleaner T5, which is only included if you get one of the home kit models. Both the standard and the premium have a home kit option though. So overall, I do think it's a great pressure washer. I am glad I chose this premium K5 over the standard K5. I like that the premium K5 has a longer 10-metre hose. Even the K7 doesn't come with a longer hose. This is more than long enough to clean the whole car without having to move the pressure washer like I had to do in the past with some of the other models that only have the shorter 5-metre hose. I really like the hose reel design. I like that it's easy to rewind, easy to store. It just makes winding and unwinding the hose so much easier. You do have to pull the hose straight and give it a few turns to get rid of those loops, but I found this is the case with pretty much all pressure washers anyway. I like that everything is controlled on the lance. You have so much control over the pressure now and have just one lance, so it's so much more convenient to be able to switch between the two in seconds, and it even tells you which one you've actually selected on the LCD screen. So should you use the K5 model is what you're probably thinking. Well, only you can decide, but I really do feel that the K5 is well worth the cost, and the premium model is also worth paying extra for to get the built-in hose reel, longer hose and that boost mode. I actually picked mine up on Prime Day deals on Amazon, but even at full price, I do think it's worth the cost to get them extra features that the premium model offers. If you are enjoying this video, I'll leave a card in the top right of the screen where I've reviewed my auto hose. I do think it's the best auto hose on the market, so if you're interested, don't forget to check that out. That's it for this video. If you found it useful, don't forget to give that like button a little tap, as it really does help me out. Comment below if you have any questions, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you've not already done so to see more reviews coming up. Thanks for watching.